This is Share the Vibe. It's 5 o'clock and we're having another wonderful interview with Lisa. Now, I'm not going to tell you who Lisa is. I'm going to actually give it right through to Lisa. Lisa, welcome, and tell us who you are and where you're from.
Thank you. So my name is Lisa Rouhana. I am a stepmom of 3 teenagers, so it's interesting times at home at the moment.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's a bit of chaos. I'm sure most of moms can relate.
Yes.
So this has thrown a lot of our businesses. Yeah. But of course, being an entrepreneur, you've got to move with the punches and follow the flow of what's working. So I'm enjoying this transition.
Right. And exactly what do you do, Lisa, as entrepreneur?
So one of my businesses is called Massage in Motion. We've got freelance therapists. So we dispatch them for the film industry, for hotels, for guest houses. March is usually our most lucrative month out of the year.
Oh, wow. Why?
We've been going since because it's a busy time, and I'm in Cape Town, so it's a busy time in Cape Town where the hotels are packed. There's the August cycle tour. There's also the film industry is booming. So we started in 2013, and now this March, the last massage we did, I think, was on the 14th of March.
Oh, wow.
So we've had absolutely zero income for the past 6 weeks.
Oh, it's been tough.
From that business. Yeah.
I know. Hubby went down for the Cape August, and you can't believe he just came back and he was locked down. And all the races started being cancelled.
Yeah. I think August just slipped through.
Yes.
If it had been a couple of days later. Yeah.
Correct. So tell me, Elisa, what are you doing currently during lockdown?
Yeah, so my husband and I, we share a business, which is mobile food trucks and mobile coffee. So 2 of our incredibly lucrative income streams have completely dried up.
Oh, wow.
And so we could be sitting on our couch and waiting for the government to help us, or, waiting for something to change. But, what happens if we're in lockdown until we find a vaccine for this? Yeah. So that just was making us feel very powerless.
Yes.
So last year I started an online network marketing business. And I started last year when I still had the choice.
Yes.
I did incredibly well last year. I get to earn euros, which has been amazing because last year
it helps.
Yeah, it was 16 rand to the euro last year, and this year it's 20 rand to the euro. So I've had
working for you.
25. Yeah. So a lot of my business hasn't really changed because I was working at home anyway. And now my husband has always rolled his eyes at network marketing.
Yep.
And so now, because La Barista is stuck in limbo for however long, now he's actually getting involved in network marketing, which is just, who would have thought? But we're having to do things differently. We don't have a choice.
We've got a situation where we have to start adapting, that old saying, adapt or die.
Yeah. That's exactly it. And there's so many, but it's been so beautiful to see so many businesses transitioning to moving online. But who's going to pay me for an online or book a massage therapist to have an online massage?
Exactly.
So
it would happen.
No. So there are certain businesses that are not able to adapt to being online. And that's where you really have to think outside of the box and look at other opportunities and to reach out to people who are making a success of an industry that I never have thought you would do.
Correct.
I'm not a techno person, so if I can do this, anyone can do it.
Very much so. And Lisa, tell me, how are you coping with the kids and the family around you while working at home now?
So
teenagers.
Yeah, no, it's I have to move around a lot. So this is upstairs is where my stepson, he's 17 years old. He lives up here. And so they're busy playing TV games and all sorts. It's very noisy downstairs. So I was wondering where I was going to be able to find a peaceful spot. So I'm very grateful that I could just jump upstairs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually been really cool that we've got a good vibe at home. We just
Right.
give them chores. It's been fun watching them clean the garden, do the gardening. We've all been baking together,
Oh, lovely.
cooking meals together, nominating who's going to do the dishes, playing cards. It's actually such sacred time. I mean, our whole lives we've been wanting this downtime, this quality time, to not be rushing anywhere.
It's
Are
crazy,
barely
hey?
driven.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and I mean, there are immense challenges, and I do, my heart breaks for, you know, the people who are very stricken by poverty, and I donate. So, you know, instead of getting consumed with that, you can't help
Have to give back.
everybody.
Yes.
You can choose at least one project to help with, or one person that you can help, and then it makes you feel better.
Yes. No, for sure.
You're making a difference.
Definitely. And tell me, Lisa, obviously every now and then we all are human. We get that doom and gloom moment where you think, what is the world coming to? And what makes you stay motivated right now?
I am staying well away from all media. So
Okay.
I'm not watching the news. I'm not reading anything. And that's really helping me, because you can really get thrown.
Yes.
And I think in a time like this, you have to keep your frequency high.
Yep.
So I do Kundalini yoga every morning.
Oh, lovely.
Meditate.
Yes.
We play awesome music. We make sure that we're laughing, and just to not get caught up in it, because you got to focus on what you can control.
Definitely.
So we can control the vibe in our house, and
that's what keeps you motivated. And that's exactly what I always say as well. You know, you have a choice of either being happy or sad, because in a moment we can go and decide, you know, life is doom and gloom. And I mean, I found myself, I think it was on Saturday night, I was watching a whole documentary about Spain, and it's really sad. But you know, the moment you, like you say, consume with all the negativity, you have a choice to make it yours, or I can go and say, hold on, but what do I have? Let's be grateful. And when I go start doing the grateful view, and I start thinking of what we can expand, life changes.
Yeah,
all about
absolutely.
Choice.
It is all about choice, and it's better to be expanding your heart than contracting it.
Exactly.
So,
I love that. You have to expand your heart. And tell me, what do you really miss right now? Period.
So I live in Noordhoek, so very close to the beach.
Oh,
so I'm craving my feet in the soft sand and going into the ocean. I'm really missing that. And I'm really missing my mom. My mom is living by herself. She chose to. She rather wanted to stay by herself, and I'm really missing seeing her. But I'm so grateful to being able to do video calls.
Yes.
You know, so there's so much technology that is helping us through this challenging time.
Yep.
So thank goodness for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think, you know, when I talk to people, and the first remark is obviously the family. And, you know, it's so great to have this technology. I mean, I've just spoken to my grandson about an hour ago, and then he tells me about what he's been doing the whole day. And shame, he's only turning 3 in a week or two's time. And, you know, he still thinks he can touch me through the phone. So every now and then he'll hook something to the phone, which I'm supposed to catch. And, you know, then you only realize how wonderful, powerful reality technology has become.
Yeah, cute.
So we can definitely put out there for everyone that's listening, you know, the video is really making it real for us and to stay connected. So the last, I've got one more question. What is your one thing that keeps you sane above all right now?
What keeps me sane?
Yes.
I'm such a busy, I love serving. I love helping people, and I'm a very tactile person. So I'm so grateful to have found an industry where I'm able to help as many people as I can every day. Because if I didn't have the network marketing business to be able to help people with starting an online business, I'd be losing my mind, because I can't just lie on the couch and watch Netflix and all of that. So I'm taking the time to develop my skills. So every evening I'm doing an online program with the guy who's in Las Vegas, who I met when I was in Las Vegas.
Oh, wonderful.
So taking the time to upskill during this downtime and to not just be having a lazy holiday.
Yes.
So definitely focusing on, just enhancing who I am and just reaching out and helping people who are open to being helped right now.
Oh, great.
So that keeps me very sane.
I can imagine. What is great about it is, the moment the lockdown started as well, as a master coach, you see clients one-on-one. And yes, I also have the online thing where I do the online training and online business, but you still miss the one-on-one coaching. And when lockdown started, you suddenly have so much more time, if I can call it that. And it's so imperative. I've also started, I've done 3 courses already now. And there's so many online courses available where you can enrich yourself and keep sane.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You want to be learning. You want to be learning. You want to be growing. You want to be challenging yourself.
Exactly.
Because if you're not, you're just getting bored and you're probably getting depressed and probably eating more, so you're getting fat. And then you start in that whole cycle. We have a joke in our house. My man, he's getting fit and I'm getting fat.
It is our choices of life right now.
Yeah. No, I've started doing kettlebells again, so my legs are so stiff.
Oh, I can imagine. Lisa, and lastly, everybody's listening and everybody is tuning in on the afternoon to find out how can they actually keep motivated and stay motivated. What's your message to them?
I would say be very aware of who you keep in touch with. Be very aware of the conversations that you have.
Yes.
So I'm definitely shying away from people who are constantly talking about the same thing. So to just be aware of who you're communicating with and what you're feeding your mind.
Very true.
If you can focus on what you're feeding your mind, that to me is the most important thing.
It's exactly like you say, if you only focus on who you speak to, because, the truth be told, you become the person with the 5 people you surround yourself with.
Yes, that's right.
Change that. And you understand how desperately you as a person can be uplifted out of your poverty or your mindset or your depression. By just changing your friends and your focus, life will be different.
Yeah. It's so true. Yeah. I mean, when I lived in the UK, I was a very different person. I went when I was 18 years old, and who I was spending time with were people who were drinking alcohol and taking drugs. And so I was the average of them.
Oh, wow.
So very grateful that I've now chosen to be around the people who make me feel stupid, because I want to be around clever people so that I can keep, upping my game.
And you have to, that's for sure. Lisa, thank you so much. Yeah. This was wonderful. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm so pleased to talk to you. Watch out tomorrow afternoon again at 5, and just start seeing that all of us can conquer anything in life and live life beyond the obvious.